Hi.
Oh.
I scared myself too. I didn't know when to come in. I'm sorry. It's been, guys, I don't know what to do with myself. Discluding the speedrun LP I did with Loomis, which did not go very well because I lost. The last time I have officially LP'd this on my channel has been over 6 years ago.
Man. And
Guys,
I wasn't doing it.
You weren't even here.
Well, I was
You were
here,
in
it's
other
just-
rooms of the house
Yeah.
while I was doing this.
Yeah.
Because nobody wanted to be a part of my Let's Plays back then. Anyway, this is like a blast of nostalgia for me. I cannot wait to get back into the game that probably holds some of the most memories ever for me. And to have Yumi here along is like just privilege.
Yeah.
Absolute privilege. So, without any further ado, I guess I'll let these guys finish the theme because it's iconic. Grant Kirkhope, you guys.
Yeah.
Best composer. Not, well, tied for, in the place from anybody.
Yeah. Oh, you can skip it.
Oh.
Okay, let's go
Hi
back
guys.
in the house.
Well, yeah, we'll go back in the house. So this is how we're gonna start our first LP out. Oh, that's a picture of the beach.
The beach? Oh,
Yeah, at the end of the game.
Wow.
That's the beach you go on to.
Is that sun or flower print
What do you mean?
on the wallpaper?
Oh, you're looking at something totally different.
Yeah, but
that's
I see
the
the beach.
sun.
I see
That's
it.
the sun.
Okay.
Yep. And also you can pull off a cheat here if you do it just right, but I'm not gonna do that right now. This is where you began the game, where we selected our files.
Oh, yeah.
This is where you sit
Can
in
you
the.
see what the book titles are or anything?
I highly doubt it. Not that HD.
No.
In like in a Wii U game, you'd be able to look there and see the book titles. Not here. Let's get ready for the iconic intro. You know that somebody's gonna stop here. It's bottles, you guys. So,
Who's gonna be him?
you're gonna be him.
Listen up, I'm Bottles, the short-sighted mole.
I'm Banjo, and this here's my buddy Kazooie.
Here's a strange-looking buddy, Banjo. Can it talk?
Better than you can, Goggle Boy.
Oh snap! What was all that noise about? Where's my sister, Tootie?
The ugly witch Gruntilda swooped down out of the sky and grabbed her.
Calm down, Geeky. We'll get her back. Where'd she go?
I just realized.
To her mountain lair. It's really dangerous, so you probably need some training before you go up there.
I'm sorry for my weird text skipping.
Press A if you want me to teach you some basic moves, or press B if you think you're already good enough.
If you go too fast to skip the text, you'll end up pressing A, and then you'll have to do an entire tutorial.
You bet we're good enough for whatever she
Beetle
said.
breath, I think. I don't know.
Very well, I'll give you your basic moves. Meet me at the top of Spiral Mountain.
Wow, I feel smarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so, I just realized that you're gonna get like all of the insults in the game now since you just took Kazooie's way.
Yeah, I'll have to be a sassy girl for a while.
I mean, Kazooie is like, oh wow, an extra life. I forgot that was up there.
Yeah. The trophy's British, by the way. So
Oh, he is.
he's like,
Look out for me. I'm an extra life.
it's like, look out for me.
Like, oh yeah, because he's like, I always thought he was saying like, look out for me, like.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
I
like,
always thought he was like, look out for
me, because I'm like a muscular man.
But no, that's American. This
Yeah,
is
but
British.
this is British.
Yeah, it's like, look out for me.
I'm a sticky, tasty honey energy.
We sometimes, when we're talking about good things that we're gonna eat, we do that to each other. We start
that.
going to each other.
Because
when we make each other
Banjo-Kazooie
laugh.
messed us up as kids.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I can do this flying. I'm a little bit rusty on what moves I can do and what moves I cannot.
And we want to get those honeycombs, don't we? Because that adds a whole
Yes.
other energy bar.
If we get all of them, it will add a whole nother piece to our health.
Extra gummies. Six of us to increase your energy bar.
Thank you, Yumch. These voices are going to be improv all the way through the series, so
Yeah.
keep on watching. They'll get more crazy probably.
Climb up a tree like a bear.
One of the most frustrating things about my childhood was not being able to find which one of these trees the extra honeycomb piece was in.
Oh yeah.
And there was a big debate apparently on the internet as to whether these were potatoes or rocks.
If they were potatoes, they'd go with the vegetable theme, but it seems to make a little more sense that they're rocks.
Because that don't look like a potato to me.
Yeah.
But it does have eyes.
Everything has eyes.
I mean, yeah, but...
And that
I'm
makes
just
it all the more disturbing when you destroy it.
Everything is disturbing this. Oh, can you... Oh, you got a side slam it. There we go. Okay. So, Everything is a lot. Banjo-Kazooie is probably a little bit more.
Pocahontas.
I know that we're a country and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. And it's just like.
Yeah, it's a bit disturbing. I missed that fourth one over there. There we go. So, I don't know, man. I called you man again.
You just say man is like.
Yeah, it's like a human
all
being.
purpose. Yeah.
Like a real superhero.
Yeah, technically.
That meme gave me life.
But it would sound weird if you called me girl or whatever.
Yeah, because, like, nobody does that.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could say sis. I don't know, but you're
That
not
would
used
still
to
be
saying that.
awkward. I don't call you anything. I just call you Yumj.
Yeah, I don't know you.
Wait, oh, there it is. Okay, so it's in the flowery.
And one is where you swim under the bridge.
Yeah,
Well, not
I-
that one, but
I remember
by Spiral
that. I do
Mountain.
remember that. So,
A carrot.
giant carrot is going to die. So.
By a carrot. He just got a haircut. His carrot top.
Ah, I was trying to think of a pun there, and I knew it was right there, and I knew you'd get it. Okay, so there we go. And there's another extra
Oh,
life.
but
Look
look
out
out.
for him! We got him. We spotted him. I don't know if that's British
Sometimes
or not.
Kazooie's feathers are brown in some places. It's weird. Her feathers, like the tips, are supposed to be yellow, but at certain points they can be brown.
I also just want to say this game had so much detail at underwater remixes
I know.
for every level. Anytime you went underwater, even in this little place in Spiral Mountain, he had a whole like different sound for it. That was
Yeah.
really cool to me. So, stump jump challenge.
Yeah, the stump jump. So
I don't believe I got this one.
think
I
we
actually,
just
I
did,
think
though.
I did.
Yeah, we did it subconsciously.
I knew it. Well, I just,
Knew it.
oh, I knew it. I was totally aware of that. That's why I went over there and checked.
Fishies.
What kind of fishies is that?
Those are big-eyed, big-mouthed fishies.
Okay, that's a technical term, Latin name.
You run out of air in
Yeah,
Not like Donkey Kong.
yeah. Donkey Kong can just breathe forever underwater. He didn't
But-
lose that
But
ability until
Banjo's
later.
just a bear.
I know.
And Kazooie's just a bird, so...
Which one of their airs is it? Is it just like both their
Yeah, it
combined
has to be both
air?
of it, because they're both underwater together.
Yeah, but they both like run out of breath at the exact same time.
They're so close.
Yeah. Banjo-Kazooie have this like symbiotic epic friendship.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Where's the last? Oh, I think you have
Fan,
to. Okay.
fan theory.
Fan.
Fan theory is that she's like his adoptive sister at this point.
Yeah, like what did we make up the? Oh.
You.
Oh,
This is a segue.
that's a perfect segue. I was like, who thought up that Kazooie was a birth present for Banjo? And then I remembered, oh yeah, I thought that up. And then I was like, where did I think that up? And I'm like, oh yeah, the entire fan fiction I wrote on this game when I was like 11.
They just, like, bought her from a slave trader and just, like, here's your present.
Yeah, I had problems with it, but the thing is, I wrote, and this is last Honeycomb Pieces, I wrote an entire, what's another one? A fan fiction on this. The interesting thing about this was,
Time to pause.
listen, this is a big part of my life. I was 10 when I wrote this fan fiction. And so, in the fan fiction, I was 11. Because
Yeah.
if you write a fan fiction when you're 10,
You have
you're
to be
11 in the book.
I know.
And I mentioned that,
And that
especially
goes
in
the,
the book.
same for when you're 11, then you
You
have to
have to be 12.
Yeah, because I'll tell about that maybe another
Yeah,
time.
well, that's for another time. We both had quite a few fan fictions behind us. But this one in particular was my first attempt at writing an actual full-fledged book. I had written other little attempts before, but like a fan fiction called 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, because I didn't know how to spell.
You were like, what, 8 or 9?
Yes, and the thing you have to know about me, I was an absolutely insanely terrible speller. Now, which resulted in this entire fan fiction being called Banjo-Kazooie.
Yep, because he didn't know how to spell Kazooie.
And I didn't bother to look it up. And who needs spell check anyway? It really annoyed me because the entire document was underlined red, and I was like, red squiggly lines. I was like, why? And so what I did was I went through the entire thing, and at every spelling error, I was just like, add to dictionary, add to dictionary. And
Oh
I
my
did it on
goodness.
Yumi's computer.
Oh, cringe!
And Dad had to go through and fix the entire dictionary on her computer because there was words like was that was spelled with an E at the end because I thought W-A-S-E was the way to spell was.
But sometimes it was spelled the right way. There were certain things that you
Yeah.
spelled different things at different times.
Anyway, this fan fiction was like a giant part of who I was. It was one of those wish fulfillment things where you put yourself in the story.
Those are the best.
I know it.
Not to some people, maybe, but to us. Okay,
They
there
are
it was.
awesome. Oh, this is an extra health piece. This is what it looks like when you get it. Anyway,
Yes!
what I want to say about this.
Quit pausing!
I'm sorry, I can't play and talk at the same time.
Then I can play maybe.
Okay, well, don't go up to the top yet. Just play around, okay?
Okay.
No. This was like such a nostalgic trip for me because what I did was I added myself and Yumi into the story. We were
'Cause,
transported to this world and to help in great times of need. Us and all of our friends, they would come in at different points
Yes.
and help us. We were called the Destins. And because we were like destined to help this land that we call Nintendo Land. And it was, and we'd go into all these different adventures. Banjo-Kazooie was just one of them. And it was like so amazing to me that I could like put myself into a story and first feel the joy of writing, which I've never gotten over since. I'm still like writing music and writing all kinds of things whenever I get the chance because I'm really into that kind of stuff. But this was 10 years ago and it was not good at all. Basically, there were things that did not make a lot of sense. The spelling was terrible. And one of the most embarrassing things that I'm going to share about this. Every 10-year-old or 11-year-old, being an 11-year-old, which I even misspelled how old I was. But anyway, you always have like this crush, okay?
You're actually going to tell
I'm
me.
going to tell this. I'm going to be vulnerable on Nintendo Tales.
Wow.
Now listen, if you have a crush and you couldn't imagine ever telling her, then what do?
You write about
You
it.
write about it. You write her being your crush, and she knows it. She's like, yeah. Like in the story, she's like totally fine with having the best boyfriend ever.
Yeah.
Who
Even though
wouldn't
you
be?
never worked up the guts to actually tell her in real life.
I gave her a piece of chocolate once.
That's
and
another tale.
Oh yeah, that's another tale. Okay, we'll save that one. So I wrote into this story that like she was like apparently like well known to be a girlfriend of Flash Flare.
It was so much so that I guess her birthday was a national holiday.
Oh yeah, like the whole land knew it was her birthday. And I memorized her birthday. I knew her birthday. I knew how to spell her name like backwards and front. I knew a lot about. I had her phone number. I don't know if she knew that. I never called it. So boys do strange things, okay? They
Like before the days of Facebook, you stalked in other ways.
you stalked in other ways.
Not illegal ways.
Phone
'cause
numbers.
That would be, you know.
No, I couldn't like.
Never mind.
She was like. The night that I finished the book, she was actually in the house, which was the only time she was ever in our house. She had like we had this like Bible quizzing thing.
Oh wow.
She rode her bike here with some of her friends that were also in Bible quizzing. I was like stoked because I was like writing about her like, and she was in the basement. She didn't know it, but I was just like, yes, I'm totally like pulling off this relationship thing. I know how to do
There's
this.
something so thrilling about like writing about somebody and they're there and they don't even know it or something. you know?
Yeah.
And they never will because you'll die if they find it.
So, oh man, what should we call her? Something that starts with a B.
Beauty.
No,
What?
Batilda.
Batilda?
Yes.
No. Belinda.
Belinda. Okay. So
Or Bangelina, would you prefer?
Evangelina also played a part in this story. Okay, you can head to the top of the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, so Bangelina, I just want to apologize for that.
No.
Those 2 or 3 years of my life where I had a giant crush on you and I never told you. It would have been disastrous.
Oh, Bangelina. If only
Oh,
you knew.
Bangelina. I'm really glad you didn't know because I was really weird at that point in my life, and you better remain a memory. Thank you for those memories. So that's the end of that tale. Maybe someday you'll hear more about that infamous book Banjo-Kazooie. It was like an entire finished work. episode 1.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So, you're ready to tackle the witch now?
We sure are. Show us the way, Bottle Boy.
Cross the bridge to enter your little lair. Look out for me inside. Good luck.
Look out for me.
Look out for me inside.
Look out.
I sound weird if I try to do
It's
an
like a
English
Brit-
accent in his voice.
British bottles is very hard.
Yeah.
Also, never
Okay,
found
there's
it
a
weird that we were
cutscene
like
here.
walking into a witch's mouth. It's a
Yeah.
bit strange.
This is even more weird.
Some of you may notice this song was used in Super Mario Bros. 5.
Oh yeah.
This fine contraption, so I'm told, will make me young and Tootie old.
Let me go, you baby! My brother will come and kick your derriere!
Rescue you will not dare. There's many dangers in my lair.
It rhymed!
Pongo, push that switch. I'm tired of being an ugly witch.
Whoa! Yes, Mistress Grunty. Power son will soon be ready. Banjo! Help!
You actually can hear her crying at some points. It's kind of sad. If you listen.
You know what? Gruntilda needs to get a life.
And there he is. The fun begins. Your tricks and traps. We'll see who wins.
Oh, so creepy.
Yeah.
First of all, real speedrunning tactics there. I could barely understand that. The voices are going to be really interesting for this LP. Yeah, Kazooie eats puzzle pieces.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's part of a balanced breakfast.
All part of a complete breakfast. You know where they all showed those complete breakfasts on TV? They were like all
The
part of a
90s.
complete breakfast. Like, what the heck? Who eats that? Who eats that?
I don't know. They just have the bowl of cereal, and then they've got
Like pancakes, French
toast.
toast, sausage, waffles,
Oranges and
like 10 bowls of cereal,
big old muffin and
milk, water, orange juice,
with jelly and just a little bit of butter.
and bacon.
Bacon with some fried eggs.
Oh yeah, scrambled eggs too.
Yeah.
All part of a complete breakfast.
Oh, why not? Just throw some hardened soft on it too, or call it over easy.
Yeah, and some people eat tacos for breakfast. You can throw this in there too. So, really quickly, I'm gonna open up this door.
This door to another world.
Door to another world.
In a world.
In a world.
Found a jigsaw picture.
Hooray!
Stand on the jigsaw-shaped podium, and I'll explain what you have to do. Bottles, where are you? Why are you stalking us? Where did you come
He's
from?
like his voice is coming from the sky. One thing one of my only gripes with this game is that the text goes just slow enough so that it makes it very awkward to read out loud.
Yep.
It's been LPer's bane since like
To
2005.
enter the world shown on the picture, you must fill in the missing spaces with the jigsaw pieces.
We've got the first jigsaw piece, Goggle Boy.
Great! To fill in the missing spaces on a picture, press A. If you don't want to use any jigsaw pieces, press B to leave.
I don't want to
You
use.
know,
I don't
know.
wanna use it. No,
Let's just go.
See you guys in the next episode.
Sorry, Tootie. You're on your own.
This jigsaw piece is pretty lit.
Yeah.
It was like, I found it right on there.
And besides, Kazooie would have to cough it up, and that might be kind of
Yeah.
hard, so.
We could just like sell this thing and we could buy a whole new house.
Kazooie's just like, sounds good.
All right, you guys. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
That's it. The picture's complete, and the door to Mumbo's Mountain is open.
That was such an easy fit. The others may just test your wit.
You'll notice that in the beginning she laughs a lot more.
She
seems
does.
more confident.
Especially if you speedrun this, it's kind of funny how much she laughs after every sentence. She's just like, no way is this guy gonna survive the first world, you know?
And then as you go up the layer, she like starts talking to you less.
Yep.
And Tooty's a big old lump. I'm just the frock to hide her from.
Oh my goodness.
Gruntilda, you need to stop. Gruntilda will ever so often cut in with rude comments. That was part of this game's humor that I always felt guilty about when I was a kid. Because like as we talked about in the last Paper Mario episode, I was the kid that was going to Sunday school and stealing things.
Yeah.
I couldn't be caught playing games like this. So anyway, thank you so very much for watching this and for listening to my embarrassing tales about girlfriends past.
Yeah. Who actually, it was never official.
No, because I never told her.
Yeah.
I have
It
actually
was more of a crush.
I have never told a girl that I've liked her.
Oh.
Ever. I'm almost 21 years old. So that's on my bucket list when I'm like 40. So see you guys in the next episode when we head into Mumble West Mountain, as the fan fiction called it, because I didn't know how to spell that either.
See ya.